My name is Aida Nabila binti Sabri, number matrix 12013660.
My name Farhatul Izzah binti Khairul Anwar Shazali 1202X62.
We are going to present about model of charismatic leadership, the personality of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih. The young generation is the spine of a homeland's future toughness. An admirable personality, various knowledge and skills should be possessed in preparation for becoming a leader with integrity. In order to achieve the goals, the young generation of Muslims today should make Islamic figures as idols that they should emulate. There are many Islamic figures who can be used as role models for young people. One of the figures that should be emulated is the young leader during the Ottoman Turkish Caliph, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih.
First question. How is the personality of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih formed? Second, how is the leadership of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih shaped today's youth? And lastly, what is the contribution of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih in Islamic civilization? Research objective. The main focus of this study is to examine the personality of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih. Second, to observe the leadership of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih that can shape today's youth. And lastly, the contributions of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih in Islamic civilization.
This research used qualitative interview as our methodology.
Why choose Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih? We choose Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih because he was one of the youngest leaders of that era with his personality and character that greatly inspire today's youth.
Theoretical and conceptual framework. The first key variables is personality. Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih's personality is that he is a pious child who listens to his parents. Then after he was appointed as young king at Erdin, he was brought back because in his father's view, the period of 2 years alone was enough to give him an experience what is the meaning of being a son of the Sultan, and that was the initial training provided by his father to him. Second variable is leadership. Leadership is about the process of producing a person who can lead. Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih went through age 14 after he returned from being a young king in Erdin until he was 18. Then he needed 3 years to conquer the city of Constantinople. The last key variable is contributions. Conquering the city of Constantinople, war strategy and economy development. Biography and personality of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih. Sultan Muhammad II, or his real name Muhammad bin Murad bin Bayezid, was born in 29 March 1432 corresponding to 27 Rajab 835 Hijrah in Erdid, which is an area located between Turkey and Bulgaria, which is also the capital of the Ottoman Turkish government. Then Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih developed a clear understanding with the education and discipline he learned, including basic knowledge about religion, Al-Quran and Al-Sunnah, as well as military knowledge.
The leadership of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih in the period between 14 and 18 is the process period of him receiving all the knowledge and doing training. This means that to be a leader, you must have knowledge, and to be a leader, you must also need to grow through a consistent training. Next, when we refer to leading ourselves, it is necessary to look at the elements of inner strength. Firstly, it is supported by knowledge. Secondly, it is supported by spiritual development through worship. Contributions of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih in Islamic civilization. Firstly, conquer the city of Constantinople. Its significance is to give space for Islam to establish itself in a place that connects between the bloc of Islamic countries in West Asia and the countries in Europe. Secondly, economy development. Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih also created a special fund to be left to the Turkish government before he went to war, because this war is generally a big expense. And lastly, strategy of war. Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih's success in creating new equipment for war.
Conclusion. The success of Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih is not separated from the guidance of the great scholars of Ottoman Turkey, and his teachers have given a lot of attention and guidance, so that history records the glory of one of his foster children named Muhammad Al-Fatih. Then, Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih, in accordance with the words of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, namely, city Constantinople will fall to Islam. The leader who conquered it was the best leader, and the team under his command is the best team. So it is fitting that Sultan Muhammad Al-Fatih is meant by the hadith that say. This is the picture of our interview session with Dr. Farid Hafiz. That's all from us. Thank you.